The table for the Mid-Buckeye Conference Champion League, leading Lucas can seal an outright title tonight here inside of the Cub Cave, where they are 6-0 on the season, but the Flames have been blazing hot. 9 consecutive victories and a chance to tie for the top spot in the MBC with a 10th straight here on the road tonight. It's live and free and only on the OH Report. Cubs versus Flames heats up next.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let SPHERION do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with SPHERION. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Hi, I'm John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
Join me, Travis Big League Berardi, every other Wednesday for my Country Roads rankings, the top 5 girls and boys small school basketball squads right here in the area.
Exclusively on The Joe Show.
evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside of the Lucas Cub Cave for the Whitaker Myers pregame show. Everything on the line for the MBC title right here in the Lucas Valley. I am Brian Skowronski. I've got Travis Berardi with me here tonight. And games really don't get much bigger than this as far as conference championships go. Each of these teams has one game left beyond this. Lucas a chance to clinch outright tonight. Mansfield Christian looking to even up the season series and tie as the top dogs in the league with a win.
They don't call it net-cutting season for a reason, Brian.
That's right, buddy.
It's been nothing but championship games for me this week.
Ooh,
Fredericktown tying Northmore up for the KMAC. Shelby girls outright. And tonight, the Lucas Cubs have a chance to, quote-unquote, cut the nets down at the Cave. But this Mansfield Christian squad, they ain't that regular Mansfield Christian squad that we've seen throughout the years. This is a team that wants to finally break through and get at least a piece of that crown.
They have not dropped a game since their last meeting with the Cubs. Flames have been burning it up. 9-game winning streak here heading into hostile territory. So this is a team brimming with confidence, and two freshmen kind of leading the way for them. So obviously they've grown. They're no longer freshmen at this point in the season.
And I saw them early in the season at the Castle, a hostile environment against Northmore. They nearly pulled it off. They had some early, freshman mistakes they made late in the game and allowed the Golden Knights to pull away, but that was early in the season. And like you said, they nearly pulled off the win at home against Lucas. But since then, they've really pieced it all together, and they're one of the hottest teams in the area.
And that young gentleman right there, a huge reason why on track to becoming the program's all-time leading scorer, Amarr Davis. What a crazy athlete. He's got so much ability. He's among the leaders on the team in everything.
And he might not even be going to college for basketball because he's such a great football player. That's why we call him Amarr the Star. He is a phenomenal all-around athlete on multiple sports. He's kind of like the Shelby Grover, but a Mansfield Christian. He can do it all.
Had a chance to catch up with Amar's head coach, Kerry Craner, about Davis, the freshman, and the season they've been having with the win streak. Check it out right now. I've got Kerry Craner with me now, looking to win your 10th consecutive game here tonight. All those have been by double figures over the last 9. What would you say has kind of been the driving force and the catalyst behind you guys really elevating your game, especially on the offensive side?
We got even and balanced scoring. It starts with the defensive end. We put a lot of pressure on the ball, and we get turnovers. And so, we talk a lot about that good offense starts with good defense. And so that's our mode. That's what we try to do, and what we're going to try to do again tonight.
You really pushed Lucas to the brink in your first meeting. Haven't lost since then. How do you feel like this team has grown over these last 9 games since the last time you faced the Cubs?
Yeah, they've gotten much better. We're playing more as a team. Our scoring is more balanced, so that's really good to see. Last time we played them, they had 2 guys that put up 52 on us. We got to stop that. We got some things in place. We think we can do that tonight.
Mid-Buckeye Championship on the line here tonight. It's going to be a hostile environment. This is a place where they're still undefeated on the year. Does it get much better than this for you in your position?
No, I mean, it's a tough place to play. They put the student section right behind the bench. It's just hard, like you said. It's hostile, and we just got to come out and play our game, and I think we'll be all right.
All right, Coach Craner looking for 10 straight wins if they can knock off the Cubs here tonight. Coach Craner now in his 4th season running the program here, and he just passed Mike Chitty for 4th all-time in terms of the win column. But he is going to be up against it here tonight against a Lucas Cubs team that has been the kings of the Mid-Buckeye Conference, seeking their 6th consecutive league crown. No area squad has been better at home over the last 5 years than this team.
Yeah, and it's the atmosphere. I mean, there aren't many atmospheres like the Cub Cave. Yeah, you have the Furnace, but the Furnace doesn't hold as many fans as this place does. It's just that special atmosphere. You have the student section right behind both benches. You got all the fans in the stands on the other side, and you literally are on top of the action all the way around. It just gives you that feeling of a little bit of pressure if you're the opposing team, but if you're Lucas, this is where you love to play, and it has shown under head coach Taylor Eisman.
And he's got a senior starting to kind of become that second fiddle, adding a super sidekick to All-Ohioan Logan Toms. Aidan Culler's got nice size, ability to defend all 5 positions, and you see the scoring numbers. They have grown immensely over the last 8 games. He's really been coming on strong mid-season form.
Well, when Tom's brother graduated, who's actually standing next to us playing DJ tonight, they needed that extra piece to complement his game, because in Division 4 you might be able to get through a couple rounds of the tournament with one scorer, but if you have 2 or 3 on there, it just opens things up and it allows you to have a chance to make a run. And this squad right here, Lucas, need a big win, because at 11:59 tonight, the records are put into the RPI for the final time. A win tonight could really help Lucas with that RPI, maybe jump to that number 2 spot and be right behind Colonel Crawford and set them up.
I talked to Taylor Eisman, the head coach of the Cubs, a couple of moments ago. Here's what he had to say about the season and the matchup tonight against a burning hot Mansfield Christian squad. Lucas head coach Taylor Eisman joining me now. Huge game, of course. MBC title on the line tonight. How nice is it to get it here at the Friendly Confines where you guys have had so much success?
Yeah, it's good. When we looked at it early, we played over there that first one, and we were able to get that win. And then, just looking down the road, you knew we was going to be here. So it's nice to have that. But like we were just saying, we haven't played at home a whole lot this year. We've got 6 in a row here now. So it's nice to be back, and like I said, we usually play a little better here, so that that always helps. We're gonna need it. Gonna need it tonight for sure.
All your kids have known their entire careers are MBC championships so far. This group, how do you think that's impacted the mentality of having the winning mindset?
It certainly doesn't hurt. It's funny. I talked to these guys. Mansfield Christian actually beat them in 8th grade in the MBC championship, and I remember sitting here and watching it and kind of, it upset me a little bit. And I told him, I said, I remember sitting there and thinking, like, I'm not going to let that happen to these guys, when they get to be seniors. So we talked about that throughout the course of the year, and, here we are now. So we're in a good spot, and hopefully we can go out and take care of it tonight.
They're obviously smoking hot right now. They can win 10 straight if they knock you guys off tonight. From what you've seen on tape, how have they improved since the last time you guys matched up?
Well, they play a lot of young guys this year, so obviously, they're going to be better just because of the amount of games, that you're in. You're not really a freshman at this point, but they're just better at what they do. They like the pressure and score that way. They're putting up a lot of points, and they don't run a whole lot of offense. It's through their defense, and we like to do that as well. So you got to take care of the ball, but like I said, they got athletes, and they get out and score, and they play extremely physical, and like I said, you got to take care of the ball.
All right, Coach Eisman looking for a 6th straight MBC title tonight. Well, what a scene we have on hand here tonight inside of the Lucas Cub Cave as we are all set for big-time boys basketball showdown. The top 2 teams in the Mid-Buckeye Conference just about ready to go toe-to-toe here tonight. And in the Mid-Buckeye Conference, this is what it looks like entering tonight's action. Mansfield Christian just 1 game behind both they and Lucas, 1 game remaining on their schedule. The Cubs still have Crestline, who they mauled in their first meeting, 69-44. The Flames host Kidron Central Christian next week. They beat them 68-56 next week. So if history were to repeat itself, this baby really is for all the marbles.
This is for more than marbles also. It's for RPI positioning. Like I said, this is the last day you can play games and get games into your max preps for it to work for seeding, because Sunday – it's the draw.
Sunday.
It's Super Sunday Part 2. We had the girls last week and the boys this week, but this will go a long way to determine where these final seeds are going to be. Lucas could probably still get that too. Mansfield Christian could even maybe jump Lucas or at least get up to a 3. And that top, you want a top 4 seed in any district tournament. A top 3 seed's even better.
As they announce the cheerleaders here tonight, Travis and I will break down our keys to victory. We will begin with the Mansfield Christian Flames. I'm going with run and gun. You got to collect fast break points, especially here on the road, and they play on a small court at home inside the furnace. Same thing here, so they're accustomed to be able to getting up and down, flying down the floor, getting some points. And
this is mine, Conquer the Cave. The closest atmosphere Mansfield Christian can have is their home court to this. It's pretty much the same dimensions on the floor, close to the walls, close to the stands. You have a stage on one side. So the one team that could possibly come in here and be comfortable would be this Mansfield Christian squad.
And now our keys to victory presented by Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers for the Lucas Cubs, the two-headed monster. They've got a couple of kids that went off for about 50 in the first meeting over in Mansfield, so I feel like those two guys, they got to come through yet again here tonight.
And mine handle pressure. Last time, the only time I've seen Mansfield Christian this season, they went full court. They will get your hands in your face. They will try and swipe the ball away from you at all times. They will apply the pressure. If Lucas can handle that pressure, get into the half-court set that they are so good at, they'll be in a good shape.
Man, I'm starting to get a little bit of those goose pimples setting in here as you see Mansfield Christian, their roster out on the floor. They got a couple of those stud freshmen that if you have not seen them yet so far this season, you are going to learn the names. DeAndre Martin along with Davion Mack, two of the top scorers here in the league. But on the other side for the Lucas Cubs, it's a veteran team. They've got several seniors, 6 of them to be exact, on this roster, led by one of the very best players in the state in Division IV, and Logan Toms. He's been doing it around here all 4 seasons.
Yeah, and he's one of those players that you think, man, he's not graduated yet? Well, that was his brother, too, Corbin.
Here are your starters tonight. Indeed, Winters is coming. Zach Winters in the starting lineup, along with our spotlight, Aidan Culler. We just talked about Toms. He'll be joined by Jackson and Gabe Porter in the backcourt. Martin, Mack, the 2 stud freshmen, will be joined by Amarr Davis, Gabe Westfield, and Davis Wyszynski. Those are the 3 seniors in the lineup here tonight for Mansfield Christian.
I love the fact that more schools are doing this. Turn the lights down, play the Chicago Bulls music, get that big game atmosphere going, because this is one of the biggest games in the state in Division IV coming up here. A district that's going to be quite a sight to see once we get through that first weekend, because there are multiple teams this year. It's not just the Colonel Crawford and Lucas district. They got Mansfield Christian. You got Seneca East as well. So this, a big one, a tournament tune-up, a preview of what we might see in a district round, or you never know, maybe even in a district championship if games go the way they're supposed to for both of these squads.
And with that awesome introduction here inside of the Lucas Cub Cave, we are all ready for a Mid-Buckeye showdown to determine who will be the kings of the league this year. Lucas looking to win the title for the 6th consecutive season. What a run they've had. Mansfield Christian, they've been runner-up in the past. Don't want to be the bridesmaid here this season.
Student sections are packed. The stands are packed. And I know it's packed on the OH Report tonight with viewers because we've got a good one ready to go.
Culler and Mack. Davion gets a piece of it, and we are underway here at Lucas. Mansfield Christian with the basketball, and they'll start with Westfield down on the block. Bring it back up top here for Davis. This is a team that wouldn't need a shot clock even if there was one. They typically have very quick possessions, but you see they're drawing this one out a little bit. About 30 seconds already off the clock as Wyszynski pulls the trigger, comes up short. But inside, Martin, strong rebound for the Frosh, but he misses it. 2 shots, no points.
Mansfield Christian, it was a good patience set drive kick. They got the open look, just couldn't hit.
Here's Toms, picked up by Davis. Unbelievable matchup here tonight. 2 of the top scorers and defenders man-to-man that we have in the area. 3 ball on the way. The lefty's just a bit short there for Winters.
And look at the way that Mack soared to the air to get that board.
Halfway home, it lips out for Davis. Sets up Mack from downtown, not really his game, but another offensive rebound and a chance for second chance points. Davion inside, flips it up. In between a couple of defenders, really challenging shot that time.
Flames already with 3 offensive rebounds, but nothing to show for it.
Gonna get a foul down on the block.
That'll be against Amarr Davis. His first, the team's first, game's first of the evening, but that's Mansfield Christian. They will also take chances on getting open steals, and if they do, you never know. It might be showtime on the other end.
There are some high flyers, certainly for Mansfield Christian in this game here tonight. But that's going to be our first 2 points of the evening. They'll belong to Lucas, and it's our player spotlight getting on the board.
Yeah, Culler strong to the bucket, high-pointed the shot and put it in for 2.
Davis off the attack.
Offensive foul.
So Davis picks up his first of the night.
Wow, that is huge for this game already. Picking up 2 quick fouls. One of the best players in the game.
3 ball on the way. Front iron, Davis chases it down. He's a solid rebounder for a kid who only stands at about 5'10".
Physicality. This is also the name of the game for Mansfield Christian. They're fast, they're physical, and they can hit open shots.
That's right, that's Davion Mack, leading scorer on the team as a freshman. Dude's been phenomenal coming on the scene, almost 18 points per night. Tom's going at Davis. Cut off on the baseline, so the Cubs will circle it back into the hands of Logan. Tip down, and Tom's able to gather, step through, and he's heading to the free throw line.
And that was all set up by a beautiful punch out on the inside from Gabe Porter. Sometimes you don't need to get both hands on it, you just need to find an open man and flick it to them. And that'll set up 2 free throws. Already the 3rd team foul against Mansfield Christian here early on. Westfield called for his first.
Toms has been to the free throw line 84 attempts on the season, almost 75% on the campaign. That's an uncharacteristic miss for him.
I like how you didn't say that until after the shot, so no announcer jinx on that one.
I don't want that juju on me, Ricky Bobby. Not here, not tonight, not in the Cub Cave. Sticks home the second. Cubs regain the lead as Martin brings it across the timeline. See, he's really sleek, gets low with his dribble. Westfield inside, Rensel with a tough catch. Brock Rensel spinning out of a triple team.
That's a great job by Grayson Jackson, staying straight up and down, keeping him from getting a shot off.
Mack again, hit from the opposite elbow, missed this one inside. Brock. And finally collected here by the Cubs. They'll end the possession.
Another offensive rebound, didn't do anything for Mansfield Christian there. They're 4th.
Logan's got Dre Martin matched up on him. Goes around the back, able to beat his defender into a crowd, and he forces it up and in.
I don't know how Logan Toms is able to handle that going through 4 defenders, but he did, and it's 5-2.
Solid center of gravity for Toms. Let's send it back to the other end. Check out the Avita Home Health and Hospice replay. He keeps his dribble about 6 inches off the ground, lowers his shoulder like he's a fullback. He is a football running back, so that's his demeanor, that's how he plays, and that's his style, and it's been working here for the last 4 seasons.
And the ability for him to keep his footing as well, not the walk, and get the bucket.
Excellent hustle by Gabe Westfield. That's one that doesn't go down in the stat book, but gives him the possession. Won't turn into any points, though. Culler with the rebounds.
Cubs early on really have been able to withstand this Mansfield Christian pressure.
Held the Flames offense in check as well.
Oh,
halfway
beautiful
through.
back
Door,
door.
but
Even better
Mac,
look.
no postage. Not in my house. Davey on the other way. Come on. And one opportunity on the way for Mac. But let's show you what he did at the other end defensively to set this up.
That was a perfect back door, but Mac read it. High pointed that thing, got it back, and takes it to the – that is a top play nominee, but it has to be the whole sequence, Mr. Skowronski.
I'm with you. Loud environment here inside of the Cub Cave. And Mac misses. So the Cubs remain on top 5-4 as Logan looks at the sideline getting some instructions from Taylor Eisman.
You talked about earlier that hustle play to save the inbounds that might come back to be big. Hustle play on that block and bucket might have been a turning point here in this quarter as well for Mansfield Christian.
Keaton Day getting his first minutes of the night. Gets it underneath. That's Zach Winters with the finish. Smooth lefty inside.
Oh, great Euro.
And it's Mac again. I think he's got all the points
He does.
pretty much.
He's got all 6.
Davion Mack as advertised. Been talking about this kid all year heading into the season, and he has delivered. As has Logan Toms, time in, time out. He's going back to the charity stripe where he split last time he was on the line. Take a look at that last Mac bucket, and he's just got such lengthy strides. He's almost like a daddy long legs, just walking around objects.
Not a big fan of spiders, but I'm a big fan of Davion Mack. And how old is he?
Freshman, baby. Just 15 young years old.
Look out, Mid-Buckeye Conference.
Tom's looking to make it a three-point cushion on the Ohio Valley Manufacturing scoreboard. Does just that. 3 or 4 so far at the line for Logan.
Oh, Tom's nearly at his steal, but he kicked it back out of bounds. And this is something you'll see more with Mansfield Christian, but it's Tom's giving Mansfield Christian a piece of its own medicine right there. Hands right in the lane, gets the little flick, but couldn't pick it back up.
Back into the game, flying into the lane is Wyszynski. Floater was a bit firm. Cubs on the break. Day with the setup.
Wow.
What a finish, too, at the other end. Excellent pass to Jackson.
Tic-tac, thank you very much right there.
Largest lead so far for Lucas. It's ballooned up to 5. Rental off the drive, left side, left hand. Can't hit, but Westfield comes through.
And they finally are able to cash in on an offensive board.
Westfield halfway to his season average. Doesn't score a ton, only 4.5 a game. Strong move inside. This time it's short for Jackson. He's got the follow, missed that one as well. Good to have friends in low places, though. How about Culler? Lost the handle inside. Rensel goes downstairs. And here's Martin. And to end the scoop, missed it. Matt got his back.
I don't know if he was in between wanting the dunk or not. But it's always good to hustle because if you miss the layup, you have a friend right behind you.
Here are the 2 freshmen. Little scoop shot. Too much. And Davion Mack already with 8 points. Sizzling start for the Mansfield Christian freshman.
And this team is not afraid to get at you. Of their 8 rebounds so far, 5 of them have been on the offensive glass. What I love about this game, though, so far, it's going at about 250 miles an hour, but only 1 turnover, and that was on that last sequence.
Both of these teams accustomed to trying to push the pace, pedal to the metal, make their opponent off balance, not allow them to get back and set up defensively. And so far, each of them have handled the rock very well, given the pace and the mentality. Big viewing audience with us here tonight Every time from here on out that we get a home and kitchen supply timeout, we will dive into the comments section. So let Travis and I know where you're watching this game from here tonight. Seating pretty limited here in the Cub Cave.
Yeah.
They have filled up the arena. So fill us in on where you're taking in this MBC championship matchup.
Give us a shout out. We'll shout you right back out.
That's how it works here on the OH. Ball movement draws a double team. Now Toms with a head and shoulders fake. Rensel trying to force him left. Culler spins left, now back right.
Wow.
And the price is right for two.
What I loved about that was the patience he had. He knew he could not go right, waited for a second, spun to the left, then easily laid it up and in for two.
Martin domineering down the lane, kick out, Brock wide open. Can't cash a check. Culler keeps the drive alive, baseline mid-range. No friendly hop. Toms, source of the second story, my gosh.
He's got 7.
Wyszynski off the make, coming back the other way in a flash.
Punches and counter punches so far here. Seems like Lucas finally going to settle down. No, Mansfield Christian right back at you.
Final 20 seconds. Flames content to sit back. They'll allow Logan to dwindle away the clock. He's such an excellent ball handler. This is probably the right decision.
Now I get to catch my breath.
Double screen, Toms over the top to Culler. Hop step, came up short, and that is how the first quarter will end. What a pace we have, and it's just a one-possession game. Won't you join us back for the second?
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Hi, I'm John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
Breakneck speed in the opening quarter, 27 combined points, 15 of them belonging to the Lucas Cubs. They've got the basketball here to open up quarter number 2. I'm Brian. Travis is with me here tonight. And if we hadn't mentioned it, a lot of the line here.
Yeah, a little bit.
Cubs trying to clinch an outright Mid-Buckeye championship, 6th straight season. Mansfield Christian can tie for the league lead with a win as they get the strip here. Initiating the break, here's Martin on the Euro, and short-armed it. Ripped away, Rensel has really played some valuable minutes. Checking in, he's the 6th guy off the bench. Here's Wyszynski, can't find his second basket. Brock thought he got fouled too on the block out, but how about this? Connor Louse snaking in, he's fouled. And that's 2 turnovers for Lucas here in the first 36 seconds.
Yeah, 3rd overall, but you thought, maybe they're going to slow it down to end the quarter, get into a step to start to, no. Speed already, and you called the first game at MCS. This is pretty much a carbon copy of the speed, the physicality, everything from that first one.
Yeah, this is very identical, and that's why I was so excited to see round 2 of this battle. Rensel again, can't seem to find a bucket. Max done plenty of it. He sinks this one. He's the first player in double figures already.
Great job for him to get position early on, right as that shot was taken. Lucas didn't decide to go through him for the foul. He was able to get high point it, put it back up for 2.
Mansfield Christian sitting back, zone pressure. It's going to leave an open shooter from the corner. Day can't make it rain. And the rebound tip to Martin. Here's Mack on the run. Look out below.
Here we go. First lead of the night for Mansfield Christian.
4-0 run from Davion Mack. Dude is as smooth as silky peanut butter. Second chance points for Toms. No. But a third offensive rebound. Dave from the short corner.
Cubs able to outwork Mansfield Christian that time for 2 offensive boards and a hoop.
It looks like MC trying to catch their breath just a little bit as you see Dre up top. Long three, bottoms up for Wyszynski. That one practically from the Clear Fork Valley.
Wyszynski known to hit a big 3 from anywhere beyond half court. Showed it right there.
Off the cut, Toms with the catch, so strong.
When you need an answer, you go to him.
Martin inside, kind of forced that one up. Look at Max skying into your picture, and he puts it in. What else?
Just out hustling everybody else right now.
Back and forth we go here in the second stanza. Incredible action right now. Both teams, you can tell, there's such a drive and a burning desire to win this one as Toms hoists it up. Can't answer. Martin with the tip. Another opportunity for the Cubs, but Day had it poked away. But right back at you, Logan Toms, active hands up and under.
First turnover by the Flames, costly as Lucas ties it back up.
He'll join Davion Mack in double figures. Rensel, quick trigger. Martin inside, he's gonna get fouled actually, or are they gonna call jump ball? Okay.
Jump ball. Coach Eisman right in front of us, not happy right now. He's seeing Mansfield Christian out-hustle his squad on his home court. You rarely see that here.
Both teams very active in the lane in terms of the offensive rebounding as that slips right through the fingertips of Davion. Grover with the skip pass. Day surveying. A lot of cushion being given out here on the perimeter to Grayson Jackson. Now Keaton off the bounce, sets it up for Culler. Right into trouble. Somehow the ball stayed at his feet. And the foul's going to be on the floor. Team foul number 1 for Mansfield Christian. Good look at it right there on the Vita Home Health and Hospice replay.
Connor Lose, who just got into the game, called for his first.
Nobody really in foul trouble just yet. See what we get here. Loose ball foul. It's going to go against Lucas and Keaton Day. Referees tell me all the time there's no such thing as over the back, but
if you
that
go
might
through
be
the back.
one.
Yeah, if you go through the back, it is. That time he made contact. Now, like you said, if you're behind the guy, go over top and don't make contact, the refs aren't going to call that. But it's when you go through is when they'll call it. Through the back, not over the back.
Wyszynski pops the cork again. This time finds back iron. Great read again off the rim for Martin. Can't secure this one, so the Cubs at the other end. Tom's taking a look at the defense, trying to get a proper read. As that one's forced inside, and it's going to be another giveaway for the Cubs. They've been a little bit sloppy offensively here the first 4.5 minutes of the second.
4th turnover of the quarter, 5th overall.
Gives the Flames an opportunity to try to regain the lead. Switching everything right now is Lucas. So they get Grover, now Andre. Bit of a size advantage. Switch back though. And Davion backdoor. Ball almost leaked away. Westfield for the second time tonight, keeping a possession alive.
Right place, right time for the second time.
Martin. Ooh. Can't seem to find the bottom. And we're going to foul inside. This will go against Aidan Culler. And Gabe Westfeld playing some big-time minutes here on the interior.
They're actually going to get Grayson Jackson for the foul. So they'll send Westfield for the second time this possession. Right place, right time. Got that offensive board. Now he'll get free throws.
Team foul number 3 against Lucas. Westfield can't make him pay with the first offering.
Flames 0 for 2 from the charity stripe tonight.
And we'll get our first look at Evan Keeb checking in. Junior sport number 42. Lucas student section getting rowdy. Tom's walking it in between the circles. Looking at this 1-3-1, kind of like an amoeba-looking zone for the Flames. It's been tough for me to try to get a read on the principal so far. Lucas has been able to get good looks from beyond the arc, but they've turned it over a bunch. And that one's forced up in traffic from Jackson.
Yeah, that was more of him trying to draw the foul than anything else.
No look inside on the money for Mack. Dude's doing it all. Keeb, welcome to the score sheet. Westfield almost snaking in there to take it away from Toms. Very active up top right now. Shoots it on Grover, kick ball. Go back to the other end. Second look at this no look from Davion. Just whips it down on the block.
Man. This has been a phenomenal basketball game so far.
Grover back to the corner, pops out. And Martin picks him off. Here goes Dre in. Just cash in that for an easy 2 at the dish. Biggest lead for MC now. It's swelled up to 5.
And you feel all the momentum on the side of the Flames as well.
Drops over the top. Max showing some emotion. His second swat so far. Meanwhile, Martin fouled in transition. He's heading to the free throw line. And when the Flames initiate the break, they've got so many different weapons that are comfortable with the basketball. You've seen these 2 freshmen multiple occasions already in the first 15 minutes. MC has not shot it that well, though, from the charity stripe when they've had their opportunities.
1 of 4 from the line. Coach Eisman trying to get some sort of a lineup in here to start scoring once again. They're on a cold spell.
Dre misses both. He averages 10.5 a game, sitting on 2 right now. Skip pass here for Winters. Now Tom's baseline drive runs into a little bit of trouble. Zach playing some bully ball inside and got in too deep for Mansfield Christian to shut him down.
Yeah, he needs to use his height to his advantage tonight. Be strong with the ball. Take it to its top point when you go up there.
Mishandled by Wyszynski as he took a dive, lobs ahead. Here's Logan Toms going straight to the rack.
Offensive foul.
Whoa. Mack letting them know we're heading the other way. Logan in disbelief. What say you, T?
It was called the same exact way on this end against Amarr Davis earlier, so I have nothing against that. The refs are calling it even.
Looked like Davion slid in maybe a little bit late. Referee said he timed it up perfect.
Yeah, it looked like a carbon copy of what we saw against Davis for his second earlier. So, hey, if they're going to call both ways that way, I am fine with it right now.
Possibly the final possession here. Tried to snake it inside to Kaib. Up over the top is Gabe Porter with the D.
Lucas would love to get a stop here, keep it at 3, or maybe even get a steal and have a chance at a tie here, because if you think Mansfield Christian gets a bucket at the buzzer here, it's going to be all momentum.
Not sure what that was.
Oh, lucky they got it back, though.
Back to Papa there for Davion. 3. Straight away comes up short for Westfield.
A lapse and off and defensive rebounding, though.
So the Flames get the bucket. Gabe with his second. Tom so good at the end of quarters. Not this time for Logan. Davion Mack putting on a show here inside of the Cub Cave. He's got 3 swats, 14 points, and his Flames lead it by 5 heading into the halftime locker room. Unbelievable game we have for you, and it's just halfway over. Stay with us. We'll be back. The Whitaker Myers halftime report on the way. Here from Lucas. Stay tuned. We guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skowronski, and let's make you a part of the game.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let SPHERION do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with SPHERION. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Hi, I'm John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with WHITAKER Myers Wealth Managers. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
Join me, Travis Big League Berardi, every other Wednesday for my Country Roads rankings, the top 5 girls and boys small school basketball squads right here in the area.
Exclusively on The Joe Show.
It's halftime here inside of the Lucas Cub Cave. 2 quarters in the books. Mansfield Christian on the road right now. They lead it 28-23. I'm Brian Skowronski. Travis Berardi is with me here tonight. And how about some alumni cheerleaders here for Lucas getting in on the action as well. I mentioned it's a packed house and putting on a performance here at the break. Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah. As an alumni, if I tried to do any dances, I'd probably break something right now. So much respect to all these young ladies out there doing their thing. And you know who else is doing their thing right now?
Tell me more.
Davion Mack and the Mansfield Christian Flames, who have come into the cave and have a 5-point lead at the break and all of the momentum.
We'll let them break it down a little bit more, and then we will show you the first half stats presented by Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers. Shout out to my boy, John Mark Young, always supporting Mansfield Christian sports and just area athletes in general. Here are your stats for the first half. What numbers really jump off the page at you, Trav?
The rebounds, in parentheses on both sides, folks, those are the offensive boards. 16 total rebounds for the Flames, 10 of them offensive rebounds. They have just out-hustled, and this is something that you don't hear a lot, especially at this court. Lucas has been out-hustled and outplayed by Mansfield Christian, and you see that with those numbers on the glass, and they've been doing it inside the paint too. Only 1 3 so far in this game. That came from Davis Wyszynski. The rest all inside the paint because Davion Mack has put on an absolute show here in the first quarter to help out his teammate Amarr Davis, who took 2 early fouls and had to sit down. But Davion just picked up the slack. I have him for 14 points and 3 blocks already, highlighted by that block right at the buzzer. He has just completely taken the momentum and given it back to this Mansfield Christian squad in hostile territory.
And how about that? An Ice Cube sighting, one of Taylor's kids out there per always trying to get in some shots anytime that he can. His kids are pretty awesome. My boy had to go against Taylor's oldest in a game a couple weekends ago. Kind of tore us up pretty good.
I don't want to know how Mikey did against that one, but
there he is right there.
The future of Lucas basketball right
sure.
here. Like, it's going to be still a little ways down the line, but the future for Mansfield Christian basketball, well, that's now.
My gosh.
With one Davion Mack just leading the way.
Yeah, Davion's been special all night. And it's a kid that we saw emerge right at the very beginning of the season, but now that we're past the midway stretch, he's gotten a taste of varsity basketball. You're a veteran at this point, and he certainly has showcased that he has the athletic ability, which everybody knew coming into this season. Teaching over at Mansfield Christian, all the buzz during the fall was, wait till you see these 2 freshmen that transferred in from Mansfield City Schools. They are unbelievable. So far, they have not disappointed. And when they join the likes of a guy like Amarr Davis, who, as you mentioned, kind of riddled with some foul problems, and only 2 points right now for Amarr the star. No assists, a couple of rebounds for him. What a way to have a first half with the freshman, put you in a point where he's got half the points and he's got you on top despite those numbers right there.
And he created the offense for himself most of those times as well in transition. We talked about getting some steals. We talked about the speed, the athleticism that this squad has, and Davion Mack has just shown it on both ends. I told you about the 3 blocks that he had. One of those blocks he turned into an and one opportunity that gave Mansfield Christian the lead. No longer are you freshmen once you get to the second half of the season. I always say once you hit that midway point, you're still starting, you're officially a sophomore at least, because you've been battle tested as it is, and they don't look like they're freshmen out there anymore.
Yeah, the second leading scorer in the history of the program, Amarr Davis, just 2 points, but they are out in front, and Amarr, with a big finish to the season, can become Mansfield Christian's all-time leader. Tonight, he entered with 1,551 points. Jerry Klein, 1,641. He's got 4 regular season games remaining and then the tournament.
And I have a feeling they're going to get at least 2 or 3 games out of the tournament as well, because like I said, this ain't your mama's Mansfield Christian squad. This is a squad that has aspirations of making it deep into the district tournament, and you know, the physicality, the speed. We know what Colonel Crawford has. They're a big physical squad, but if they go up against a squad like a Mansfield Christian team here, I think they can go toe-to-toe with a David Sheldon-led squad. But let's flip things right now. We're talking about all Mansfield Christian. There's still a half left. There's still a Logan Toms on the court. This is still Taylor Eisman's squad at home. You know he's making the adjustments at the halftime break. Get back to what you did in the first quarter, and they can be fine. It's only a 5-point game. This is a Lucas Cubs squad that has been battle-tested throughout the years. They played Crestview this year. They played Colonel Crawford already this year. 2 tough losses, but you learn from that stuff. It's gut check time, but the Cubs, I think they're ready for it.
Logan Toms had 11. He was spectacular early on the offensive end. Our player spotlight, Aidan Culler, 4 points so far. He's got a couple of field goals. He's a playmaker. I said in the pregame, at least my key to victory was for Aidan to step up. I thought about 40+ for he, and then the Batman of this team, Mr. Toms, would work. They got a long way to go to making that happen here. But as we saw in the first meeting between these two teams, Mansfield Christian, they built a double-digit cushion in the second quarter. And then Lucas took control. Things got tight at the end, and the Cubs, they're such a veteran team led by Taylor Eisman. They were able to make the plays necessary down the stretch to win it.
Individual scoring for both sides. First for Mansfield Christian, Mack with 14, Wyszynski with 5, Westfield with 5, Kaib and Martin with 2. For Lucas, Toms with 11, Culler, Winters with 4, Day and Jackson with 2. 15-12 Lucas after 1, 16-8 Mansfield Christian in the second, 28-23. Let's get back to action.
Flames going to stick with that zone. It started giving Lucas a lot of problems on the offensive end. You mentioned the turnover problems they had in the second quarter, plus the scoring way down as well in frame number 2. Tom's exercising some patience as he'll set up Aidan. He lets it fly, and a rain make it here.
I was literally about to say, if Lucas can open things up from beyond the arc, it will open up that inside, forcing Mansfield Christian to get back out. That is a great start to that plan.
Mansfield Christian misses the mark at the other end with their first shot. Mack inside had to force that one into a crowd. Full court pressure forces Toms to bring it up. Here's another three on the way for Porter. And Karam's back into the corner. Westfield saves it in bounds. And it's going to be MC basketball. This was pretty close, but you see Jackson, he got a piece.
Yeah. Nice job by Westfield once again. Got his foot in bounds, got into the air, got it away before he landed.
Good
Porter's going to have to take a seat. Got a little bit of a bloody nose there.
So he heads over to the sideline as Mansfield Christian back with the ball. And here comes Davis, sporting the shiny blue Reeboks. Martin, a little too fast, went without the basketball for the first dribble. Set up Wyszynski from the corner, and he knocks it down. GPS locked in.
Big answer early on to get the lead back up to 5.
And Toms, wow, with a travel. So rare for Logan.
Yep.
Let's take a look at that last shot. 8-ball corner pocket.
So now with Amarr back out there, it just makes this offense more dynamic. If he can get going as well, boy, watch out.
Little hesitation, puts it up. Martin on the back end with a tip. Logan gets doubled down in the corner. See if they get some ball movement for an open look. They will in the hands of Day. Lets it fly, and he knocks it down.
Second 3 in 2 minutes for Lucas. Back to a 2-point game.
Now Martin dials it up at the other end, so they quickly match it in about 5 seconds.
So clean on that shot. You don't need to give much separation for Mansfield Christian to get a nice shot off like that.
Dre's got 4.
Oh, beautiful pass.
Threads the needle inside for Aidan. And he's able to get a bucket in tight.
5 quick points for Aidan. Already more than his first half output for our player spotlight.
Off the ball screen, Martin goes left side, gets the switch, has to pick up his bounce. Logan sneaks in. He's got the pilfer to the rack and foul. That's going to be number 3 on Davis.
Yeah, Davis thought he had all ball there, but the referee says otherwise. And another decision time for Mansfield Christian. And I think they got him on the bump before the grab. So,
We obviously can't see where that left hand is there from our vantage point, but it certainly looked like on the back end, Davis had a whole bunch of leather in his palm.
So, decision is to put him back on the bench with 5:11 left in the third.
So a tough break for Coach Craner.
Great passing.
Toms gets loose and one.
Just like that. Cubs are right back at you.
And very minimal contact, too. It looked like Brock Rensel picking up the personal to be the second on Mansfield Christian.
They're giving it to Wyszynski, actually, for the foul. So only his first, but yes, their second team foul. And now Lucas leads.
Misfired there in tight. Cubs on the run. Mack met him at the rim, but it was too late. Nice end to end for Grayson Jackson. Wyszynski letting it rain. He knocks down another from long range. 3 trifectas for Davis Wyszynski.
And Mansfield Christian getting a timeout. That was a huge bucket to stop the run by Lucas, but here come the Cubs. Now they're playing back to that game they played in the first quarter, only it's being answered by a couple threes by Davis Wyszynski.
Kids got 11 now on the night, averages just a shade over 8 per contest. And as promised with the Home and Kitchen Supply timeout, this is only our second one that we've had. Let's see what you guys have been talking about out there in the comment section. Looks like we've got Debbie Hammond cheering on the Cubs. John Mark Young, Davion playing at another level. He is right. Tim Keever also cheering on Lucas. Bev says go Flames, watching from Fort Myers. Tony, go Cubs from Clear Fork. Josh Pollock, what's up, bro? Cheering on his Mansfield Christian Flames. Phyllis Heimberger says let's go Cubs. Mary says go Cubs. And that's all that we have time for right now as we're back to action.
Our boy John Mark Young down in the ATL tonight.
That's right. Told me he was going to be on a jet, have to be watching. Oh, battling back the other way. The 3 is answered for Jackson. He's got back-to-back hoops.
You knew that was in right as it left his hands because that was a great form shot. Elbow in, follow through, wide open, bucket.
Wyszynski's been hot from long range. Lucas recognizing that. Now off the bounce. Ripped away. They'll send it ahead for Porter. Culler with the lob. Little floater in transition, and Culler with his 3rd field goal.
7th point here in the 3rd quarter. Now it's Mansfield Christian that's that's turning the ball over and giving Lucas some momentum.
Martin mishandles, but into the hands of Mack in the corner. And he'll spin back up to the wing. Here's Davion looking to go to work. Pulls up mid-range. Martin might have gotten away with a foul there. Coach Eisman calling for it. But it's team with a 2-on-1. Davion saves the day.
Great focus by Davion and hustle to skip back here and deflect that pass. Taylor Eisman is not a happy man right now. Giving it to the refs, saying, come on, it's really physical. It might get a little out of hand here if you guys don't bring it back in.
Yeah, you already look at the tissue stuffed up in Cade Porter's nose. He's been on the brunt end. Winters, largest player in the game, sets it up. Not this time. Toms keeps it in bounds. Or does he?
He did, but Jackson was unable to handle it off the save. Able to fight through the box out. Tried to bounce it off of Martin, but missed.
Mack hands off to Martin now. Sets it up. Davis catch and shoot. Is this boy dialed in or what?
All he has to do is see it go through the net once to catch fire. He did that at the end of the first quarter, and it is carried over to the second half.
Drawing energy from the Mansfield Christian student section. He's hit 2 from right over there here in this 3rd. Winters, strong man, move, pace line. Get out of the way. Winters is coming. There's nothing you can do. And how do you stop that either at the other end? Mack, his first points of the second half.
And maybe that'll get him going after a couple tough possessions earlier on here in this quarter.
Mack has elevated his game almost at his season average as Tom's like a fullback traveled.
Call a walk.
He thought he split the gap. See, picks up his bounce. 1, 2.
Where's the walk?
I didn't see it either. Coach Heisman beside himself. He's got a good point. We got the video evidence.
Usually we say the ref has a view, but we had a perfect view right in front of us. Nonetheless, nobody's perfect. Let's get back to action.
Oh, Wyszynski's basically been perfect. GPS a little off range that time. Got him in the neighborhood, but not to the exact house. As Toms this time will be fouled. As he switched to the left hand, put it up, and he'll shoot 2.
It's going to be Davion Mack's second. This is something we didn't see in the second quarter either, Brian. It's Logan Toms trying to take things over himself. You get big players. You saw Davion Mack do it himself in the first half. You didn't see it much from Toms. Now he's into that, okay, I got to do this myself, get some help. Took it to the hole, drew the foul, now he's at the line.
Logan leads the team in scoring at 17.5. If he knocks down this next free throw, he'll have a Sweet 16 already.
In their game against Loudonville, he had 25 through 3 quarters, and it was still a game. He then took it over, scored 15 in the fourth, finished with 40, and Lucas ran away with the victory.
We saw him put up big numbers in the first meeting against MC as he splits the pair here. I believe he had 34 in the first meeting. Here's Mack, couple left-handed dribbles, spins, but right into Winters for the jump ball. Zach doing a little bit of acting here at the end too. He takes the tumble. So possession arrow keeps it down at this end. Just getting in before the 5-second call is Connor.
But no more possession calls. This will give Lucas the ball out of the third quarter break.
Martin poked back into his hands. Mack comes to rescue him. Zip pass inside for Rensel. Sick find, first points of the night for Brock.
Yeah, that could have been disastrous. Mansfield Christian avoided a couple travels there and was able to find the man inside.
Martin accelerates over, knocks it away. Culler down to the floor, and we'll get another Home and Kitchen Supply timeout. 21-16 Cubs here in the frame. And let's see what you guys are talking about out there. Brad Howell with a whole bunch of emojis cheering on Lucas. Josh Banks, what a battle between two of the best teams and coaches in the area. Could not agree more. At the beginning of the stream, Daniel Stotts, our Cubs superfan, says, let's go Cubs, douse the Flames. Brandon Mowry, can't wait to see this game. Tim cheering on the Cubs, as is Lauren. Sophie's on the other side, so is Beth Delaney. Hey, what's up, Beth? Seen her boy sit in front row tonight next to Jake Furr.
Got to meet him officially for the first time. Great guy. Big fan of the OH Report.
So are Aaron Brown and Josh Young in our comment section. I can't ever evade those two. They seem to find me no matter where I'm at, any gym. They seem to go back and forth always, too.
Hey, they can't get teed up when they're sitting from home and not saying it right to the refs. Hey, that's fine with me.
And Megan McKenzie says, assistant coach McKenzie's daughter here watching from Huron. Over 200 of you watching right now on the YouTubes. Almost 100 viewers right now on the Facebook as the third quarter melting away.
Love the timeout from Coach Eisman. They had 4 before that. He wants to save that possession, possibly hold for the last shot or get a good shot.
Catch and release for Culler, came up short. Tom snakes in backside. What a play and a heads-up one for Logan. Mack, though, instantly, like a microwave, responds.
Final shot of the quarter.
Toms, he's got back-to-back hoops. And that one, not good, as we've got 3 in the books here at the Cub Cave. Are you not entertained? We had the money time, and it's a one-possession game.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let SPHERION do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with SPHERION. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
It is money time at the Cub Cave, and Mansfield Christian fans hoping to see a win here on the road. They have battled all night, but they trail it by 3 as we are to the final quarter of regulation. Travis Berardi is with me here tonight. My name is Brian Skowronski, and this is everything that we anticipated through 3 quarters of action. I'm sure that these final 8 minutes of regulation ain't going to disappoint either.
Yeah, I missed setting you up for money time. I was trying to listen in to Coach Eisman. They're going to try and drive it to the hoop, but he said he needs his 2 bigs to be safety valves just in case Logan Toms gets collided by 3 or 4 inside, or if they get a turnover, they need somebody back. So watch for the drive to the hoop here, especially early on, then maybe a kick out for 3.
Right now it's ball movement. Several passes not hitting the floor. Day a couple of hops. Cubs with 30 seconds coming off the clock already. Tom's calling for it, but he's triple teamed. Wow, unbelievable! Logan, what? Effing Toms! What else can you say?
Spinorama, give it to me.
He would not be denied. 2 guys on his back, called for the ball, throws him off, put it in the whirlpool.
Oh my goodness.
And now he's got 22 points and a 6-point lead. How's that for your top play nominee?
Yeah, I think we've got another one. Good grief.
Wyszynski mid-range. Rensel. He's got 2 free throws in his future. Brock Rensel, it's been big inside, several offensive rebounds. Hasn't been able to deliver with any second chance points, but he's at the charity stripe with a chance to change that narrative.
It's Keaton Day's 2nd foul. I'm still in disbelief at the and 1 on the other end.
Tom's never misses a workout, if you didn't notice. Coach's kid, his pops Charlie, the JV coach, one of the most animated dudes that we have here in the area, and all 3 of his sons have been unbelievable. Straight away 3 comes up short for Keaton. Tipped back into the hands, though, here of Gabe Porter. Keaton lets it fly again. Davis back on the floor here in the 4th. Leaves it off, transition 3.
That's going to be 3 shots.
So Connor Laus, who has not scored yet tonight, chance to fill it up for a 3-pack here. And it was off of the closeout, of course, for Winners. Shot was already there. He already landed, and then he backed into him.
That's usually just a regular common foul after he lands.
And that's what it's going to be.
Okay. Yeah, great job by the rest to talk it over, but he had already landed, then got backed into. So that's a good job by all 3 refs to discuss who had the better view. I did. Perfect call. I like that. Mansfield Christian fans are probably in disbelief about it, but it is the right call.
Davis the trigger. What a find. And how about diving in the lane to the open block for Davion Mack?
He's got 20 tonight.
Here's Toms with Wyszynski on him. Trying to force these top 2 defenders to really move around. Pass off target intended for Aidan Culler. Here's Amarr Davis with a head of steam. Accelerates to the mid-range and knocks it down.
Finally able to get back out on the floor. First bucket of the night. And we'll probably see him for the remainder unless he fouls out. I don't think he's coming off the court the rest of this one.
Potter kicks it out. Winters takes his time, but he traveled. He was anticipating an and one call. So instead, it's a giveaway, and the Cubs in danger of giving away the lead here. Mansfield Christian with a bucket can regain it as Mack has it stripped away. Active hands. Davis has it fall right in his lap, though. He'll set up Connor again. Same result as he misfires. But Winters on the block out.
That's not on Mack. What?
Zach can't believe it. Let's take a second look.
I'd rather see a no call there.
And that's both ends. The Winters is just in total disbelief. Thought he had an N1 now. Thought that he had a foul going into his back, and that's critical because
I didn't see it unless he hooked that right hand, but I don't even right arm, but I don't even see that. Now we're getting a push on Mansfield Christian on the inbounds, and ball don't lie.
3 fouls on Winter, 3 team fouls for Lucas here in the fourth quarter. There's 2 now on Mansfield Christian. Bonus action, of course, comes on the 5th. As the Flames are going to try to make it tough on Logan Toms to bring it into the front court.
That push was on Davion Mack. That's now his 3rd foul.
Keaton's up top. He and Portum got him split. As Winters attacks middle, spins, finds Toms from the short corner.
It's a big bucket for Lucas to kind of settle things down for the moment.
Here's Brock Rensel. Can't put it in the pool. Flipped it up just a little too hard off the square. Culler back the other way.
Yeah.
Wow. 4th foul on Mack. I mean, he got every inch of that one, though.
It might have been a good block, but the way he went down with the arm with the swipe, that's going to get called every single time. Look at the ferocity of it. It's just, if you go up and get ball at the top point, maybe, but he went straight through, right through the body. It's a tough call because we heard all ball there, but the way he went down with the arm, the referees are always going to call that no matter what.
Davion was a full probably 2 feet higher than Culler as well, so didn't need the extra. And if you're a Flames fan, tough break as he heads over to the sideline with 4:53 to go.
But you do have Amarr Davis still on the floor. It's his time now to shine.
Davis has been quiet offensively as Culler misses on the second. Still a 2-possession game. As Davis looking to go to work with their leading scorer, sidelined right now with those 4 personals. They'll back it out and reassess. Lost the handle off his foot. Now here comes Toms, 2-on-2. Wow, nice through the defenders. Culler, offensive board, the stick back. We'll get a timeout. Lucas and Coach Eisman.
Are we sure this isn't mid-March already?
Certainly feels like March Madness here in the building tonight.
Phenomenal basketball.
Tournament atmosphere. Mary Jane Carroll says Toms is a beast. Mark Howard cheering on the Flames. That's over on Facebook and YouTube lands. Aaron Brown, Josh Young going back and forth. Josh says members only club. Aaron says that's why they're not here. But he cheered on the Cubs. Will Witzel tried to come, but Christian fans complained and he got banned. Sorry, Will. Luckily you can watch live and free.
Absolutely.
What a crowd we have on hand here tonight.
This is small school basketball in the state of Ohio right here.
And we've been showing a lot of the Mansfield Christian student sections because of where our cameras are positioned, but the Lucas student section,
literally in front of the Lucas student section,
up on the stage here with us, and they're packed all the way to the top up here. This is one of the biggest crowds that I've seen here inside of the Cub Cave in the last couple of seasons.
Logan Toms doing Logan Toms things tonight. 24 points.
Beast.
Davion Mack on the bench with 4 fouls now. He has 6 points in the second half, 20 overall. Davis Wyszynski, 4 threes already. 14 points. Amarr Davis does have 1 field goal in this game. It came a little bit ago. He's going to have to do Amarr Davis things here down the stretch if they want to get the victory.
Martin domineers down the lane, missed it inside, front iron. Winters holds him to a 1 and done. Porter tried to toss it over to Jackson. It's picked off. Rensel lost his footing. Is he fouled? Not sure what
happened. Just out of bounds.
Looks like he might have found like a little bit of perspiration or something on the court. Slipped down on his backside, and now
he also had a unintentional screen from the ref to get ahead, but a little too fast that time.
And how about Coach Eisman? Does this dude not do it all over here in Cubs country? AD, coach, sweat cleanup man.
Jake Furr had an amazing article out about him after his, 150th victory?
Yeah.
All-time leader in victories for Lucas basketball.
Looking for win number 154. Now in season number 9, Davis has missed his last couple after he buried 3 in a row. He emerges from the pack here and draws the 4th team foul against Mansfield Christian, or excuse me, Lucas.
That's the 3rd on Gabe Porter. Gabe yet to get onto the scoring column tonight. But his defense has been key for the Cubs.
Averages right around 6 points per game. As again, Eisman out there making sure that the court is up to his specifications. And some clean kicks too. He's got the Panda dunks on. I mean, he's got some flavor. Actually, those are the Jordans. A little bit shinier than your standard sneaks.
Dude's got a shoe game going on. I'll tell you that. You do too, Brian. I like the shoes you got on tonight.
Yeah, I got these in the mail. Didn't pick these out. Can't take any credit for them. The pants too, brand new. Actually, everything that I'm wearing is brand new today. So a shout out.
Always expected from Brian Skowronski,
Stitch
though.
Fix helping me out. I don't shop so well for myself, so I let personal stylists that have never met me figure it all out.
I'm going with the authentic OH Report t-shirt.
It's good. Looks like you need a new one. This one's probably been through the wash a few times.
You guys gave me some great polos I've been wearing for games, but I have to do laundry, so I just pulled out the old school shirt. Usually do these for highlights, but, since we know it's going to be about 90 degrees in here, it is warming up with the beautiful day we had outside today that, just go t-shirt. Don't want to ruin anything.
Just saw a big smile break out over Logan Tom's face as he's defending Amarr Davis, just probably thinking about that matchup. As Dre buries a mammoth trifecta, 1-score game now.
Just like that, Mansfield Christian's putting some pressure back on.
Martin has not shot it well tonight, but that puts him at 7 points for the contest. I don't know how Logan is able to get through crowds like that, but we'll have some free throws at the other end.
Winter's going to get called for his 3rd. And one of the rare misses inside by Logan Toms in the second half.
It's going to be DeAndre Martin making his way down to the other end of the charity stripe. Mentioned he hasn't had a great shooting night. About 50% on the season from the field, but not every opponent is going to be like the Lucas Cubs, of course.
Yeah. Mansfield Christian will be in the bonus the rest of the way here tonight. They do have 1 foul to give on the other side. Mansfield Christian's played a great game tonight, except for from the charity stripe. They've only made 2 free throws out of 8.
And obviously you're doing the math. You knock down those free throws, it puts you on top. Dre Martin's able to do so right there.
Full court.
And they're going with the man-to-man color, kind of shoveled it through.
Oh, went too fast, though.
Active hands for Martin, and now Davis with the jump stop, and he missed it. Tom's never bit on the fake.
Nope, and he kind of pulled the rug out from under him afterwards.
And Coach Craner is going to be issued a timeout. Coach Eisman's trying to make the argument that he never had the ball, and look at how far out on the floor Taylor is right now. I mean, there's a lot of disagreements going on out there. I think he's upset with something that was said by the student section. Certainly not appreciative of the last call by the Zebras.
Well, hopefully nothing from the student section. It's a Christian school from Mansfield that's over there. Don't want any suspensions given out to them.
I see Aaron Brown wants to get a check-in on the fit here tonight. I will be conducting the post-game interview. You'll be able to see everything from top to bottom. I'll make sure that the shoe game is featured.
You know what? Hopefully it wasn't your daughter that's right in the front row over there with Mansfield Christian.
She can be a bit of a troublemaker. I know. Got on the green hoodie here tonight. I'm sure she didn't do her chores before she left the crib. So she'll have her hands full when she gets back home here tonight. And there is the Flames fan base. And now they got a mom joining in. Doesn't get any better than this. The rivalry between these two schools and Mansfield Christian, these seniors, and Coach Carrie Craner.
She's actually, the mom's, I think, jabbing at the ref.
Oh. She's coming unglued, and she's in danger of getting kicked out. So it looks like she got a friend or a daughter coming over to be like, okay, I think we heard enough.
Anyway.
Yeah, I was about to say Mansfield Christian, this class has never beat Lucas. So this would be
When's
monumental.
the last time Mansfield Christian's beaten Lucas?
Great question.
Yeah.
I think it's been,
as the song says, it's been a while.
I think it's been about 6-7 seasons. I forget, when I did the first game, I had that stat on hand. Let's see if they can get it done here tonight, trailing by 2. Davis lobs it back out. Dre gets all the way to the rack, squares things up. He's in double figures all of a sudden. Mack back on the floor. Final 2 minutes on the way here from the Cub Cave. Logan stripped, but he's fouled.
Who's it on? It's on Martin. For a second, you're thinking, is that 4 on Davis? No, it's the first on Martin. That's the foul to give. Lucas now on the bonus for the last 146.
And a second look at Martin's last field goal that squared us up at 54 each, make it 56. And not a shooting foul according to the referees. So Lucas will have to earn it here on this possession. Day has to pick up his bounce. Mack on him. Now here's Jackson. Lost the handle. Coach Eisman wanted the TO, not awarded it.
They didn't have possession.
With the lob, just off target. Mack inside, missed it in tight 2.
Ball bouncing around. Finally, Lucas gets it.
Looked like Plinko out there. Finally lands on a 12. Here comes Gabe Porter.
I can't sit anymore, Ski. We're going to get free throws for the Cubs.
So Travis is up out of his seat as we are down to crunch time, a money time. One of these two teams going to cash a check for a big win tonight.
It's Gabe Westfield's second foul.
Oh, big miss right there. Second delivery for Culler on the money. Cubs go in front by the slimmest of margins.
14 for Aidan. Oh, Davis out of control, but Lucas was on the line.
There's a wild shot for Amarr, but he's bailed out a bit as there's a shoestring over on the end line. Gabe Porter barely out of bounds.
Timeout, Mansfield Christian.
Who have outscored Lucas 11-9 here in the fourth quarter.
Quick game reset for you, Ski, as you look at comments. 1:02 left. Possession arrow to Mansfield Christian. Both teams now with 2 timeouts, both teams in the bonus.
And Daniel Stotts reminding me the last time Mansfield Christian won in this rivalry, February 17th of 2017. So it's almost been 7 years to the day.
Wow, that's crazy. But that just tells how great Lucas basketball has been since 2016. Since I've actually moved to the area, Lucas has been in contention for district championships year in and year out and conference championships as well.
And it's all with that guy at the helm, the best to ever do it here, Taylor Eisman, 9th season, 153 wins, just 63 losses, and you love the tournament runs as well. 17-7 when they get into the postseason, multiple W's in 4 of their last 5 playoff trips.
Mack back onto the floor for Mansfield Christian.
They'll leave Amarr unguarded. Logan Toms playing center fields. Now he'll come out and he'll be on Amarr, the star.
Under a minute left.
Wyszynski's been quiet. No points in this fourth quarter after exploding in the third. And they'll want to get into a half-court set now. Davis wanting to switch
clearing
things
him
around.
out.
A lot of time coming off the clock. As Davis turns the corner, jump stop, lays it off, Westfield, and traffic lost it. Here comes Logan Toms. He's going to go all the way to the 10. Finger rolls there.
3-point game. Timeout, Mansfield Christian. Logan Toms might have just given his team a championship. Watch the composure, the float, the bucket. 3-point game.
Logan's so good with that underhand when he gets into the painted area on the fly. Cruising at third gear, and it doesn't affect him.
Now, if you're Lucas, you got to look for Wyszynski. He's hit 4 threes, 3 in the second half. You got to stay right on him. A 2 doesn't hurt you. You still have a 1-point lead. It's going to be a free throw shooting competition. But if you leave Wyszynski open for the score, it's tied up, you never know what can happen with the pressure that Mansfield Christian can put on in the full court.
See Crestview Cougars junior standout Justice Thompson watching on the Facebook. He says
another
Christian
great player
by 3 is his prediction. Tim Sublett says Cubs by 2.
Also, what a season Crestview's had
so much
this
fun.
year. They have a
Beat
legit
both
shot.
of these teams.
They held off a great Mapleton squad last night or 2 nights ago. They have a real good chance of going undefeated, but as a media member, I'm really looking for hopefully looking for that Margaretta Crestview district game coming up in a few weeks.
Do have the tournament draw coming up on Sunday, but a lot to be determined right here first. As Davis retreats into the backcourt.
Wyszynski running on the baseline, now he'll come back out.
They'll set it up. Davis lets it loose from deep. Not even close. Martin fouled. And he'll have 2 free throws. Clock stop, 12.9 ticks. Dre's been awesome on the glass here tonight. Puts up about 7 rebounds per game. Kid's got to be close to double figures in this matchup.
You have Davis, you have Mack inside. If MCS can get this front end, they have the ability to get an offensive rebound and a putback. Lucas needs to box out. That's why you have Logan Toms down inside against Mack.
And we've got more wet spots out on the floor.
Very humid in here right now.
For sure. Coach Toms out there to supervise. Critical free throws, some of the biggest of DeAndre Martin's very young career. The freshman at the charity stripe calmly buries the first.
He was 1 of 4 before that free throw, so that is clutch. Now look for the box out. Lucas needs to get a body on these guys because you know that Mack and Davis are going to go right at the hoop.
1-point game.
Lucas has 2 timeouts if they can't get it in.
They will for Toms. They foul him immediately. It's going to be Davis, though, and that's going to be it.
That's
Amarr Davis with his 5th personal is done for the night.
his 4th.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, him and Mack both now with 4. So since Davis came back in, he's been playing well, but he hasn't been as aggressive as you usually see from him.
They put a 74% free throw shooter at the line and one of the most clutch players in the history of this Lucas program.
I was about to say this is where that new rule comes into effect, but Tom's just get out of here. I'm going to make the first end anyway. Now to try and extend this back to 3. On the other end, the Flames do have a timeout left, and Wyszynski's actually standing alone back here in the corner.
No surprise, Tom's able to bury them both.
Is this the final play, or are we going to get a timeout? Coach says go.
Gambled there by Toms. They leave open Wyszynski. No soft roll, and Lucas has done it. The Cubs, for the 6th consecutive year, are your Mid-Buckeye Conference champions. They are 9-0 in the league. And they continue their dominance over Mansfield Christian, sweeping the Flames with a 61-58 win.
They had the look. Wyszynski had a great look at the tie. It just wouldn't go in. The bounce nearly went to the roof and almost fell through, but it didn't go. And Lucas, once again, a thriller, a tournament preview possibly. What a game.
And we still have more to come inside of the Cub Cave. When we return, we will have your Whitaker Myers post-game coverage, along with an interview with our MVP with 28 points. We're talking to Logan Toms.
Yeah.
That's coming up on the other side. Stay with us.
We guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skowronski, and let's make you a part of the game.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let SPHERION do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with SPHERION. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Hi, I'm John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
Join me, Travis Big League Berardi, every other Wednesday for my Country Roads rankings, the top 5 girls and boys small school basketball squads right here in the area.
Exclusively on The Joe Show.
We are back with your Coney Island Diner player of the game, Logan Toms, leading his team to victory tonight, 61-58. What was the scene like in the locker room with you and your boys, knowing that you just clinched yet another outright MBC title?
It was awesome. We went in and we gave Iceman a nice walk.
It probably looks something like this.
We gave him a nice ice bucket shower in the locker room because we don't celebrate victories often. It's kind of like what we expect of ourselves. But this week it was tough because a lot of us were sick, and practice wasn't easy with 4 or 5 guys. But just to come out tonight and beat a great team like Mansfield Christian, they're athletic, they're physical, they're fast. So yeah, we knew we had to get a good celebration in the locker room after.
It seems like you always save your biggest performances for the big-time games when the spotlight comes on. What about you and your genetics allows you to kind of elevate your game? 28 points tonight.
I just try to stay calm, and it's about trusting your teammates to make the right play. And a lot of guys stepped up tonight, and that opened things up for me. It opened things up for Aidan, and it was just a great team win tonight.
Not an empty seat in the house. Of course, both student sections were rocking. Describe the environment to anybody who didn't get a chance to come out to the Cub Cave.
Yeah, that was easily one of the best games I played in with the crowd and stuff. It really felt like a tournament game, and the fact is we might see them again down the road, and it'll be just as crazy. So it's just really a blessing.
This is very fresh for you, but knowing that 4 years here at Lucas, 4 MBC championships for you, with a little bit of reflection, what do you think that means to you?
I mean, it means everything. That's one of our first main goals, is winning the MBC. It's never easy, as you saw tonight. The last time we played them, it was a fight. Tonight it was a fight, and Ice just said, it's about who wants it more. And in the fourth quarter, we just had to keep fighting it out, and to get another MBC championship just means everything.
Well, you put the city on your back yet again. You get it done here at home. Congratulations. Who do you want to shout out?
Just my family, just my whole family, and just everybody from the Lucas community. It's been a blessing to play here for 4 years, and the support is amazing, so thank you.
I saw your big bro, big smile on his face as soon as you got the win, so you certainly made him proud. Again, Logan Toms, your MVP, presented by the Coney Island Diner.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let SPHERION do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with SPHERION. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
What a game, what an atmosphere here inside of the Lucas Cub Cave, and you watched it go down live and free thanks to our amazing sponsors. Give it up for Ohio Valley Manufacturing, heavy gauge stamping and precision blanking services. They are hiring now, great paying wages and benefits. The Coney Island Diner, Mansfield, Ohio's oldest operating restaurant, located at 98 North Main Street in the heart of downtown. One of my favorite places to get breakfast in the city. Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers, Mansfield, Ashland, and Worcester's locally owned, fee-based fiduciary financial planner that boasts the endorsement of national money expert Dave Ramsey and the team at Ramsey Solutions. Big thank you to Avita Home Health and Hospice, who's always providing high-quality community health care and improving the quality of health in families throughout their lifespan. Home and Kitchen Supply, your one-stop shop for kitchen and baths, windows and doors since 1970 in SPHERION, Mid-Ohio. Let them help you build the career that you want or the awesome team that you need. They build real relationships with you so that they can understand what you need and they get it for you fast. And with that, we welcome you back for the Whitaker Myers post-game show. One of the best games that we've had all season here on the OH Report, boiling down to the wire. No surprise, and it ends with a Lucas Cub victory. 61-58. They continue their dominance over Mansfield Christian, and that young man right there, our MVP, a huge reason why Logan Toms has been great for his career. In his senior season, he almost looks unguardable at times. This dude just knows how to get it done, and you see it yet again here tonight. He's a primetime player. He's going to be a first-team All-Ohio candidate.
Dude, I nearly fell out of my seat on that spin move and one.
Crazy, wasn't it?
Brought you down with me. What a performance he put on. This is a team, like I said, from Mansfield Christian, that they'll get hands in the passing lanes. They'll try and strip you, get the ball away from you. But what does Logan Toms do down the stretch? He remains composed. He remains strong with the ball, and he does what he does against any team, takes it strong to the hoop, and he took the game over for a game-high 28 points as Lucas once again holds off MCS in another thriller.
Yeah, the two games between these two programs this season, razor thin, down to the wire. Toms has been the difference in each of them. When you total up the two games, over 60 points against Mansfield Christian. That's probably more than a lot of kids get for their senior seasons in total. As we'll jump into the final stats of the night. Lucas didn't shoot it well from beyond the arc. They didn't have to because they were getting to the rack so efficiently, and they also knocked down their free throws, something Mansfield Christian couldn't.
That's the big one. Lucas 10 of 14 from the charity stripe, including two huge free throws by Toms with 5 seconds left to make it a three-point game. And then on the other end, only 5 of 11 for Mansfield Christian. That's been a bugaboo for them all season long, despite them out-rebounding Lucas on the offensive glass, 14-9. Lucas did finish 28-27 on the glass, but it was the free throw shooting just at the end. Davis Wyszynski tried to keep his team in there, too. He had 4 threes. He had a good look at the buzzer for a fifth, but just wouldn't go through. And I hope these two teams meet up again in the tournament.
Sure.
Because they always say the hardest game to beat somebody is 3 in a row. And, man, this is going to make for one of the most interesting Willard District tournaments as of recent memory. We used to have, St. Paul and Lucas go at it. When it was Margaretta and Colonel Crawford and Lucas, we had some great games. But we have a legit 4 or 5 teams. Talk about Seneca East, still had a chance for a Northern 10 championship. They're in that district with Colonel Crawford. And then you have the 2 MBC teams. Man, how fun is tournament time going to be for Division 4? We talk about the Division 2 tournament here in the area, but this Division 4 one, that's going to sneak up on you too. And that's going to, especially at the venue it's going to be at the Haas. I mean, it's going to be atmospheres like this. I cannot wait for these two teams. Hopefully, I'm hoping both these teams win sectional championships so at least they can experience it. But, man, if these two teams meet up again, it's going to be something else. Individual scoring, let me go through that real quick before we wrap things up. Mansfield Christian had a balanced attack. Davion Mack, 14 first-half points. He finishes with a team-high 20. Wyszynski, 14 points. DeAndre Martin, 12. Gabe Westfield with 5. Brock Rensel with 3. Evan Kaib with 2. Amarr Davis, foul trouble, only 2 points. That was another difference in this one. As for Lucas, 28 points from Logan Toms. Aidan Culler, our player spotlight, finishes with 14. Grayson Jackson with 7. Zach Winters with 6. Keaton Day with 5. 15-12 Lucas in the first. 16-8 Mansfield Christian in the second. They had a 28-23 lead at the half, but the second half again was dominated by Lucas. 25-17 in the third to take a 48-45 lead, and then 13-13 in the fourth for your 61-58 final.
What a season for Lucas. What a career for these seniors. What a run they've been on. And they've got a big one coming up here tomorrow inside of the Cub Cave. You were talking about Willard and the Haas. Well, how about the Flashes coming over here? Those two teams have battled each of the last several regular seasons. Those have been some fantastic matchups.
And in about it's going to be a good tournament warm-up because in about 2 hours and 52 minutes or 51 minutes, that's when the max preps lock up. That's when the RPIs lock up. You have to have your stuff in by now. So hopefully, in between celebrations, Coach Eisman put the score into max preps because once that happens, everything's locked. You'll know what seed you are at least, and then you can play these games to get better for the tournament, to get bragging rights. And, Mad Max Dawson versus Logan Toms tomorrow.
Woo, baby. Well, the celebration is on here at the Cub Cave, but the work still to be done this weekend here at Lucas. We will have a doubleheader for you right here on the OH Report. I'm going to be on the call for both of those games. The girls will celebrate senior night. They've got Mansfield Christian coming over, and then the evening main course will be that Max Dawson versus Logan Toms, Willard versus Lucas showdown. But that's going to wrap things up here. What a game we had. Mansfield Christian and Lucas deliver yet again another thriller. Both times they've met up this season, it has gone down to the wire and has been two of my favorite contests that we have seen all year. We couldn't have brought it to you live and free, though, without the help of our generous sponsors. Always giving it to you the way that you need it on the internet, never with any paywalls. Big thank you to Ohio Valley Manufacturing, the Coney Island Diner, Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers, Avita Home Health and Hospice, Home and Kitchen Supply, and SPHERION Mid-Ohio.
Almost forgot a shout out. Mama Tom, it's her birthday.
Oh,
so
that's
Logan
right. Jody!
And he did shout her out.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to get on them after the game. Oh, no, but no. Hey, showing out for Mom, that's a good birthday gift as well. Mid-Buckeye Conference Championship.
And I'm going to shout out my awesome staff making it happen here tonight. Jack Ritchie helping us out, doing some video directing and switching for the first time tonight. One of our interns here on the OH Report, Jory Hollenbeck, was your top cam. Brandon Powell on the sideline. I'm Brian Skowronski for Travis Berardi, saying so long from Lucas. We'll see you with a 5-pack of live streams. Mañana. Adios for now.